You don't know the Veronicas?
I know Veronica Green, who is a drag queen. I don't know who the Veronicas are.
So untouched that
I just heard the song. It doesn't mean I'm going to know it. You singing it.
I just can't lose you. That's the lyrics.
I believe you did this, the lyrics.
Oh, you recording?
I was.
Ah, you snooked me again.
The music has been and gone. We're now deep.
You done me.
Deep.
You done
into
me.
the podcast.
I got done today, big time.
Right.
I was cutting this kid's hair. Sweetest little kid. They were running late for their appointment, and usually I get real shitty about that, like I did with the person after them and told them to go home. They showed up so late. I was just like, it's time to leave. Goodbye. I can't cut your hair. But yeah, this kid showed up with his mum. He was in my chair. He was real quiet. He just kept pointing out things in the shop. He's like, "That's a cactus," and I was like, "Correct." Like, what?
Beautiful.
So he did that, and then I was chatting away to his mum, and we finished up. And he got really chatty as I finished. I was like, "Pick your moments, not when I'm trying to kick you out the shop. Give me your money and leave."
the part where we interact.
This is a transaction.
Over.
And he was telling me that he was going into school starting on Monday, like primary one. I was like, sick. That's so cool, man.
Yeah,
You looking forward to it? He's like, yeah, looking forward to it. I finished nursery. And I was like, yep, cool, whatever. And he was like, I'm 4. My best friend is 5. And I was like, sick, man. When are you going to be 5? And he went, on my birthday. And I just like looked at his mum and I was like, oh, well. She was like, yep, can't argue with that. And I was like, you absolutely cannot argue with that. I was like, goodbye, child. On my birthday. Cool.
Is that not like a fucking Simon Pegg joke?
It's Simon Pegg. I thought it was
when's your
super bad.
birthday?
Yeah.
What is it like?
Just-
February.
Yeah.
What year?
Every year. Sound bites.
Hello and welcome to Dead End Friends podcast. It's an episode. I have straight up forgot again.
23.
23. This is a podcast where we don't know what we're fucking doing. Remember to subscribe to the YouTube for video episodes every week. Follow the Spotify for video episodes as well. We are in other places. You can find all the places that we're on if you go to our Instagram at Dead End Friend Podcast.
Wherever you listen to your podcast, we are there. He makes it so hard.
I don't make it hard. You don't fucking know how it works, dude. We're not on everything. Because we're not on fucking Deezer. We're not on fucking... What's the one that...
Why don't you up those numbers then?
We're not on Tidal. I don't know if they do podcasts, Tidal or Deezer.
Well, they don't.
Anyway. Find the places that we are and then listen or watch. If you like the show, if you like the episodes we do, tell your friends, tell your family. Even tell the dead ones if you go and see them.
What?
I've had such a fucking shitty day today that my brain is so scrambled.
You had a shit day. Why?
Because I need to work.
I get that.
It was one of those days. Anyway, my name is Craig Jimison.
I'm Gary Gordon.
It was one of those days where, you know how you just have those days where you're just like, it doesn't matter what it is that's happening or who you're speaking to, you just find something to be pissed off at.
Oh, and then I really must have pissed you off. Oh,
No,
God.
Because I'm past the point of like working and then having to like do anything. So like it gets to a certain point in the night where it's like, I'm not working anymore. I've had my dinner. My kids are in their bed. I now don't have to do anything. So I just kind of like shut down. Like, cool, I can just chill out now. But it was like all day today. Doesn't matter who I was speaking to. Even if like people I work with and stuff, I got on well with everyone. Fucking like everyone. It was like, doesn't even matter if it's like my fucking best friend that I work with. Just like I would just find something that was
I'm glad you said that you work with. I'm glad you said you work with.
Yeah, I work with.
Yeah. I'm your best friend.
No one can replace you.
I'm your best friend.
Yeah. Imagine you get so fucking butthurt. I was like,
Imagine.
my best friend. Like, what's their name?
I can't do it anymore.
What's
The
the
steez is
dress?
too much. It's so hot. I'm so sweaty. I tried my best. I just wanted to look good and cool for this podcast. I wore some Japanese streetwear. I got my fucking Jay's Pond them feet. And I was like, yo, I'm gonna look good. I'm wearing a fleecy trackie. I'm so hot.
This is also the first time I have seen you in months where I have not seen your heel. Because all you do is wear fucking clogs.
I had clogs on today. I changed. I dressed up for the occasion
Dressed
by wearing sweats.
you dressed up for the occasion and you're supposed to come here where I'm straight out wearing pajamas.
I'm sweating now though.
It's hot. Do you want to, as soon as we shut that door, because I usually have that, we don't have like closed doors in this house.
Yeah.
ODDP, open door dumping policy.
Really?
Rife in this house.
We kinda do. But like sometimes we don't. It's a bad. Sorry, two things happened there. Two things happened. Okay, so I was halfway through that sentence and I looked up there. Obviously, it's your child's birthday tomorrow. And I read that and I was like, that doesn't say birthday. I got like so confused and I had a moment where that didn't say birthday, but it fully says birthday. I just can't see the why. I can't see the why. It says happy birthday. Happy birthday. So my brain was trying to compute that at the same time. And then I was trying to think back to whether or not I sometimes shit with the door open, which sometimes I do, but mainly because the dog just barges his way in.
Right, okay.
But then, you know, if it's a baddie, like, you know, if you've had like a real stanky Chinese the night before, you're just like, that door's being shut. I am not dealing with it. No one else has to deal with it. Goodbye. That's the only time, I think.
That hurt.
We never lock the door.
You never lock the door?
No.
I've locked the door a few times. But it's kind of like, right, I need like 5 minutes.
And a turbo totally.
Yeah, there is that as well.
Sometimes that happens.
But like, we're the same if we don't lock the door. Like, I know, like, you're like, the dog isn't the same as the child. But it is like, the kid will just come fucking bursting in while you're like halfway through shitting. Somebody's fire alarm's going off. You know?
Yeah.
We're all gonna burn. I don't even know what to think now. Like, that fucking threw me. Sometimes we do this thing. We don't.
I also just got a message on Depop from that guy that sold those goth boots too. Because I've not sent them yet, and I've not even taken his money. So like,
How have you not taken his money? That's not how Depop works.
Because they're in my mum and dad's. I don't know how much they're going to cost to send to me.
Why is this guy so keen?
I'm worldwide, baby. Just worldwide.
Alright, Pitbull. Fucking Cam.
Mr. Worldwide. But I was like, oh, where am I sending them to? And he was like, Houston, Texas. And I was like, Houston, Texas? Why are you wearing these heavy-ass leather boots? Your feet are going to fry. Stop it.
You also still have them.
I do. I'm
When
playing
did
the
you
long
get
game.
those?
I was like 15. That's a good, 13 years ago?
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
I have them up there for 80 quid. And the guy was like, I was like such a bitch. The guy was like, size 41 or 40. It says 41 on the thing. And I was like, price firm. And I was like, won't take less than 50.
Had them up for 80.
And then he just said, shit, let's do that then. And I was like, alright.
Shit, let's do that then.
Man, like,
the most passive aggressive shit I've ever heard.
I'm still making bank, you know, like, I don't care.
You didn't pay for them because you were fucking 15 years old.
I wore them like 4 times and got bullied every time I wore them. So
yeah,
I
you did
know.
come up in Brighton. What kind of, are they like moon boots? Like proper gothy leather, like clad with like metal and shit on them? Oh my god. It's the fact that you've also put the picture up and then it's got like the fucking Nirvana cover in the background just to make it more gothy and shit, and like the filter you put on it and stuff. Like, you've proper gothed that shit
I
up.
probably goth that shit up.
Do you know what I mean?
Look at the caption on it.
Sold.
No.
Quick sale.
Then check the years. Quick sale. It's like something like 500 odd weeks.
Worn very little when younger, but the goth days are over. Why did you write that?
Because I wrote it like 5 years ago.
This is not your Tinder profile.
No, let's see.
Worn very little when younger, but the goth days are over. Literally just describing Gary's youth.
Yeah. But look at my photo on Depop, right? Oh, what's he
Have
selling?
you got here?
Yeah, I've got here.
You got here?
He's selling a golf wang. Oh, the golf wang puffer.
$160. Jesus, Joni.
I'll trade you.
Trade you for the $50 that you have accepted on mine.
Oh, it won't show. It won't. It won't zoom in on the phone. But I do have hair.
Oh my god, you have. Oh, is that not the Static X photo?
No. It's my hair was similar.
Look at that deep dive on that vest as well. Doesn't matter what you do, you're just handsome as fuck.
Thanks, man.
Doesn't matter what phase you're going through, you're just handsome as
That
shit.
vest is a Daytona 500. You know the NASCAR?
Yeah.
Me and my dad went to NASCAR when we were in Florida.
Actually?
Yeah,
Was
man.
it as like insane?
It was sick.
It looks fucking
We
awesome.
got like the VIP tickets because we were on holiday. We were like, fuck it, like why not? Let's treat ourselves. So like the boys had a day out. Absolutely not. the boys had a day out. So we got picked up at like 10 a.m. or something. We drove to Daytona in the coach, and we got to like go into the pits, see all the cars
That's
being like
fucking mental.
readied. So there was like a full-on country concert because fucking obviously.
Just Keith Urban playing in the fucking background.
I wish I knew who it was actually playing because I bet I like them now.
Yeah.
I was like deep into like my like 2000s metalcore phase. I was 18, you know, so it was like, oh fuck, that was 10 years ago.
Holy shit.
That would have been like 10 years ago.
I still
just
remember
now.
when you went.
Yeah, I planked on the I know, I planked on the track. Look, planking was big 10 years ago, bro.
It
like,
wasn't. Planking was big like when I was a kid.
we were kids 10 years ago.
Don't know.
Here we were. That's just how it is.
I don't think I have ever fucking planked in my life.
You missed out, man. Just laying down on things. Like
I lay down everywhere, but not for that.
it was. Why was it so big? See if I
It's
go
just
back
like
now.
It's like any of those things though, because you have like when kids were eating like fucking dishwasher tablets.
Oh, yeah, the
and then you
Tide
have
thing.
like
Yeah.
what there was like dabbing, and there was fucking.
I've never dabbed my entire life.
Oh, I've dabbed.
I
Do you
feel
know the
quite good
only?
about it.
Do you know the only time I've ever dabbed? I don't know why this is. I've dabbed like 3 or 4 times in my life, and every time I've done it, I've been in the company of Duncan Fife.
Because Duncan Fife loves a dab.
He does it all the time, and he gets such a kick out of it as
He
well.
does. He still gets a kick out
He
of
gets
it.
such a kick
I love
out of
it.
So I'm just like, I think I've done it. And
I saw
he's
it.
been there. Even if it wasn't like directly in his
I'm
company,
gonna call-
he's been around.
I'm going to call Duncan out twice
Right?
in the next little while. I'm going to text him. I'm going to tell him about it. So he tattooed me on Tuesday. And we were finishing up and he went, "That's you, little dude." And I went, I was like, "Did you just call me little dude?" And he went, "I've spent the last 2 days with my cat and no one else." And I was like, fair enough. But you're never living this down. And then we were talking about this because okay, nothing else to talk about. So we were like talking about it, and he was like, "Ah,
Called
man,
networking.
called networking." He was like, Craig's such a good dude, man. Like, you know, he's so fucking sound. He makes me laugh. He's so fucking nice, man. He's such a good guy. And he was like, "Oh, you are as well." And I was like, "You don't have to do that." And then he said something. He said,
Just because we're talking about the same sentence, we need to be prepared.
Well, that's what happened. Like, he was telling me about it. He was like, he's got this thing in his head, which I think I have as well. Like, when you're talking to someone about someone else that's also involved in that thing, like, that you're just like, you have to almost remind them that, oh yeah, you're also cool.
Right, okay. I don't think I have that.
That's because you're a fucking asshole.
So everything that Duncan said.
No, what it
everything he
is-
said, Duncan.
What
wrong.
it is he doesn't want to come across as an asshole, which is nice. That's sweet.
Duncan.
Yeah, which he never could anyway.
Yeah, because he is one of the sweetest human beings of all time.
He called me little dude.
He did call you little dude.
It was like just as I was finished as well, and I was like, "What? What you just fucking call me?" he tried to ignore it as well, and I was like,
Nope. Backtrack here.
"Get back,
Yeah,
get back
yeah,
here,
yeah. Was that in the new shop that they're in?
man." It's fucking beautiful.
Yeah, it looks.
You know,
okay.
like when you go into a place and you can tell it's a business, right?
Yeah.
I didn't feel that when I went in there.
Mm-hmm.
I went in there knowing it was their business.
Yeah,
You know? And that was the nicest thing ever.
Like you feel their personality coming through.
Like, for real, Bright and Bold Tattoo Studio, shop, whatever they're calling it, in Glasgow, West Regent Street. Go and get yourself booked in, because I've never actually felt so comfortable in my entire life. Like, I have, because I've always been tattooed off of people who I like and respect and know well, you know? But in there, like, it felt like me being at work.
Yeah.
Because when I'm at work, I chat to everyone that comes in and out of the shop.
Comfortable.
Every single person that was coming in and out of that shop, like, I was just chatting to. It was nice. Like, it was cool. Like,
it's just such a
I love
welcoming
that
environment.
Yeah, you barriers instantly down as soon as you go in, because it's bright and it's bold. Like, it actually is. Like, you walk in and it's like bright yellows and greens and like purples and shit, and it's fucking.
But it's also just the people that work there as well.
People that work there are,
do you know what I mean?
Some
like,
of the nicest human beings on the entire planet.
You just get absolute fucking sweethearts working in, and they will like not exactly go out their way, but it's just like they know that this is their second home away from home. Like, they want to be in that shop.
When I went out with all of them a couple of weeks ago, and we went swimming in Loch Lomond and stuff, and it was nice. Like, I remember, like, me and Duncan were, like, walking back. Me, Duncan and Shanna kind of, like, fell behind the group.
Yeah.
And he was talking about how, like, he's really lucky because the people that we're there with are the people he has to work with. But they're also the people he wants to hang out with.
Yeah.
So he's just, like, surrounded himself with a group of people where he's just like, no, this is it.
This is it.
These are the ones. And that's so cool, you know, like,
yeah.
It's I think it's what everyone kind of wants in their life, but is too afraid to admit it, that they just want to work with their pals and actually have it be good.
100%.
You know, like, it's cool. Like,
100%. Like, in the last place I was in, I didn't exactly like the working environment. I didn't exactly like the job that I had. But the thing that made it, like, bearable for 2 years, the 2 years that I was there, however long it was there, was the people that I worked with, because they were like, I still speak to these people. Like, I still speak to one of them in particular. I speak to them, like, every day. I speak to them, like, fucking 10 minutes before you got here. Like, I still speak to these people like they're still my mates. We went out drinking, like, a week ago. Do you know what I mean?
It's important to have those kind of, like, relationships in the workplace. Like, and sometimes you'd never cross paths with these people unless you worked with them, you know? Like, I'd never cross paths with Richie.
Our
lives are so different.
Very different lives.
You know, like, there was no need for me to know him.
Yeah.
But now that I work with him, like, I'm glad, you know, like, because he is good. He's great. Like, he's good to give and kind of bounce ideas off of, because he's honest. And if he doesn't think something's good, he's like,
he's gonna tell you. Yeah.
No, maybe not even, like, tell me, like, directly, but you'll make a noise and I go, okay. Like, you know, you just get it. Like, when somebody says something.
Yeah, you just feel it.
But no. Brain Bold, they've absolutely smashed it.
Yeah.
And I'm glad for them. It's nice.
Yeah, it looks like a really cool place. Somewhere I definitely like.
I've been tattooed. Well, not been tattooed off Steph yet. But I'm getting tattooed off her in October.
That's awesome.
So I can vouch for them all and say that they're all fucking terrible. And they're absolute scratchers and they just hurt every time. No, they're all beautiful people who do really amazing tattoos. My next one's with Jim, actually.
Oh, really? When's that?
September.
Have you got what you're going in with?
My back.
Oh, yeah, it's the big one, isn't
It's
it?
finally happening, man.
Shit, you've been talking about this for so long.
Well, I booked it in last year.
And then? Life.
And then, no, I fucked it up.
Oh, nice.
I was due to go in and get tattooed. I booked it around about this time last year. I was like, look, man, my birthday's the 15th of September. I'd love to get tattooed around about that time. Because it's like my little yearly tradition where I just get tattooed on my birthday. And
that's cute as fuck.
It's just my little present to myself,
like,
you know?
You know what? I've got space.
This is the one.
Yeah.
And he was like, right, so my nearest space is the 4th of November. And that was last August. And I was like, Jesus fucking Christ. Cool, let's make it work.
Yeah.
So the entire time I thought the 4th of November was a Tuesday, which I am off work on a Tuesday. So it got to the night before, the Tuesday, the 4th of November. And I texted him, I was like, here, my back isn't that hairy, but do you want me to shave it anyway, like, as a precaution? Or do you just want to do it yourself? And he's like, for tomorrow? And I was like, yeah, for tomorrow. And he was like, you're booked in on Wednesday. And I was like, no, I'm not. I'm booked in tomorrow. I went back and I checked everything, and I looked at the calendar, the thing I should have done in the first place.
Yeah.
And I realised I fucked it, and I was in the wrong day. And then we moved it to April. And of course nothing was open in April.
Everything shut in fucking December.
Yeah, so it's nearly a year in the making, bro.
And it's like a big one, isn't it? It's like a proper fucking...
From like the top of my neck,
back.
like onto Mars. Like,
That's fucking unreal.
it's gonna be so bad. I cry.
Yeah, but it's fine. She's gonna like fucking
I have
wild
such
after.
a nervous belly thinking about it already.
Oh, really?
I
Like, what's
hate-
the longest setting you've ever done for a tattoo?
I think I did like 4 hours on my leg, like on my shin.
What one's that?
Like the big fucking like.
The guy?
Aye, I hate that tattoo.
That's a bad tattoo.
It's not even like it's a bad tattoo. I just look at it now and I'm like, why did I get that?
Every tattoo I have the exact same thought.
Me too. There's none that I really like.
I mean, I like the ones that you have on your arms.
The ones on my arms I can kind of get away with just now. You know, like I don't mind them so much. Like, but the ones on my legs, I'm just like.
Yeah, that's the problem, is you got those ones when you were quite young.
I got them when I was 18, 19 when I was working.
I remember having this conversation with Sam, just being like, Sam,
Please don't.
don't get a tattoo until you're like over 21.
Yeah.
Because every tattoo you get before that, you will fucking
It's trash.
immediately regret it.
It's full on trash. If I could start my entire right leg again, I would. Apart from maybe 1 or 2 tattoos. 3 tattoos. I got that little pickle that I love.
The pickle's cute as shit.
Carolina, did like a talon thing on my leg as well. And then my friend Laura did like it's like a skull. It's got Modern Life is War lyrics on it. So, just love it.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't get rid of that.
Modern Life of War, one of those bands that like, I feel like they're very fucking like under the radar.
They are under the radar.
But have made such a fucking impact on like hardcore music as a thing.
Absolutely. Like,
The
they
fucking,
really
like-
have, because they've been going for so long as
Like
well.
Dead Ramones, like that whole album that what's the album that Dead Ramones
Witness.
is on? Witness. That whole fucking album, you can actually like hear where bands today have taken influences.
Yeah,
directly
well, that's the
from
lyrics I've got on my
Oh, is it?
leg. Yeah, I've got lyrics from Dead Ramones. Death is more perfect than life is what I've got.
Yeah. Did I not get you a fucking Modern Life is War t-shirt as like a wedding?
Yeah,
thing?
with
Is
Morrissey on it.
What was that? Yeah. Can't wear it now.
Yeah,
What was that again? Oh, because you were
I was one of the ones. One of the ones that
one
knew.
of the very few people that knew. So you were like, I mean, did I ask you officially to be my best man, or was it just
Not
like,
really. It was just I was the only guy there.
please arrive?
Be here at this time.
We need 2 people to be there, and you
Yeah.
happen to be one of
You
them.
have to be one of them.
Yeah.
Which I was flattered, nonetheless.
I mean, that was like 2 weeks ago, or a week ago.
No, 6 years ago.
We like celebrated. It wasn't even a week ago. We like celebrated
Yeah.
our anniversary.
By going
And I
and
was just-
stinking, getting fucking steaming.
Absolutely, man. And I was just thinking about like, what was it? We were looking at like pictures from it, and I still like, I don't know what it is, man. I don't know what it is. Like, seeing you with hair, it's so fucking weird.
Yeah,
like,
because it
you're
wasn't
not-
long after that I shaved my head.
You're not going bald.
No,
You
not at
don't
all.
have the male patterned baldness. But
No.
you've just been bald for so long now that it's like fucking so bizarre to see
BBC.
you with hair.
Bald by choice.
Bald by choice.
Bald by choice. It's a choice. And as Dwayne The Rock Johnson says, it's a damn good one.
Why did you choose to shave your head?
It's easy. I spend all day, every day, cutting everyone else's hair, doing everyone else's hair.
Yeah.
Last thing I want to do is my own. And also, my hair's crap. I have a full head of it, which I am thankful for. But until it gets to a certain length, it does nothing. And like cutting it all the time, I'd have to get it cut too short to then let it grow into what I wanted it to be.
Right.
Because otherwise it got too long too quick.
Yeah.
So I hated it. It was just easy to
You
cut.
really fucking suit a bald head though.
I do. I got a nice round head.
You do have a really nice head.
It's good. Like, it
It's
works for
fucking
me.
Mhm.
But it's weird because I shave it real short anyway.
Uh-huh.
But like through the first lockdown, I like totally eggheaded it, and I hated it. Absolutely hated it.
Just like barely. Do you want to know what it is though? It's because when you get it cut properly, because you get Richie to do it, and there's like fucking, because he's a wizard with the razor, it's like so much definition to it.
Yeah, like he.
And
like,
when you proper egghead it, that's it.
This is our big baldy heat. I hate it. Like,
but when you get like the fade in and stuff,
literally only 3 millimeters of a difference between what I get usually and what I did.
Yeah,
and that 3 millimeters rocked my world.
Just makes such a big bit of difference. It was actually something I saw on Instagram. It was a guy that had like gone bald. I don't know if it was like through male pattern baldness or if it was like alopecia. But instead of getting like wigs or trying to grow it back with like fucking plugs, whatever it is you can get, and you can get like the hair transplants and stuff, he actually got like a fade tattooed.
Sometimes they just go so badly though.
The one that I saw on Instagram looked fucking fire.
Really?
Like it looked so good.
I've seen so many bad ones.
Yeah, but it's because they make it like it's like
a
like
dash. You know, and you're like, oh, what are you doing? Like, calm it.
But they'd actually done like a fade, so it was like as if he had actually been to the barber, and I was like, see, for like as men, as the male species, we kind of get told, or we've had it like ingrained in us, where it's like cosmetic work is like weird and fame and shit to do. But see, stuff like that, I respect the shit out of that. Just being like, I want to make
so long.
Oh my god, it's like dot work, but for every hair follicle that would exist on your head.
Man, no, no, it takes so long.
Nuts. Like you can't just go bzz. Do you know what I mean? Like you're actually doing the barber shop, like you need to get every fucking bit. But I just looked at it and I was like, I have so much respect for that. Just being like, I want to feel good about myself.
Yeah, fucking right. And so people should, you know. Like the world has definitely changed. I have this conversation on a weekly basis with someone in the shop, you know, where they're like, you know, it's considered this, that, and the next thing, and I'm like, who cares?
Who gives a shit?
You know, like we're all metrosexual now. Like we've had that thing, you know, like we're all there. We all care about ourselves. It's like metrosexual, is because that's the most bullshit term of all time.
Yes, like just because you like to wear things that are fashion, that makes you some type of sexuality. Like, no, I just wear
and
it
like it didn't even
feel
like
good.
Metrosexual didn't even mean anything to do with your sexuality, you know. It was like, was it like straight men that like to fucking wear clothes?
It was David Beckham in 2007.
Yeah,
that is what metrosexual. That was the fucking
metrosexual is defined as a heterosexual urban man who enjoys shopping, fashion, and similar interests traditionally associated with women and gay men. Bro, how about we take that definition and shove it up your ass, you know? That is the most bitch thing I've ever heard.
That is the most white man trying to cover up the fact that he's gay as shit and just loves...
He just rails male escorts, you know? And he's just like, I am sad about this because I don't want to come out to anyone.
Yeah.
So do you know what I'm doing? Y'all metrosexuals.
I'm pinning it on all of you. I'm pinning my feelings that I feel inside on everyone else. Like, nah, just feel your feelings though.
Feel your feelings. Fuck who you want to fuck.
Like,
it's all about fucking and sucking, you know? Like, that's all it is. Life is about fucking and sucking. We're all out here trying to make a paycheck, trying to bust nuts. You know? Like, that's all it is.
Can't even tell you you're wrong.
Because I'm not. We all want to make bank and have a wank. That's all it is. You know? So feel those feelings. It's not gay to go shopping. Like, that's the weirdest thing I've ever heard.
It's not kids.
Oh, you like shopping? You must be one of those metrosexuals. No.
Like, you've stepped foot inside of a Zara?
You've been in Urban Outfitters, bro. You must like dick. No.
Like, I just like to look good and feel good. That's what it is. Like, okay. I mean, I had the metrosexual thrown at me a lot when I was younger.
We spoke about this a lot. Not a lot. We had a conversation one time.
It's like I had a pair of red chinos. You know what I mean?
That's
Or
the most metrosexual thing I've ever heard.
I've like mixed up my Converse. Did you do that when you were younger?
Nope.
You'd wear two different colour Converse?
Because I hate that so much. I had a guy who used to come into the Perth shop. Excuse me. The Perth barber shop when I worked out there.
Mm-hmm.
Who on purpose, every time he bought shoes, bought 2 pairs in different colours to do that.
Yeah.
But he was in his 20s, and I hate him.
Yeah, I did it when I was like 14. And I solely did it with Converse. I had a green pair and a red pair.
He did it with... I seen him do it with Vans. I seen him do it with Converse. I seen him do it with like Nike Blazers. Like, remember the Blazer? The Blazer was the shoe.
I like Blazers.
I like
still
Blazers
like them.
still,
Like,
yeah,
they're still
yeah.
fucking rad. Like, I saw it was like a kind of grey blue pair I saw the other day, and I was like, I quite like that.
Yeah.
But I'm like stuck. See, with like trainers and stuff. Excuse me, I am like the furthest away from a trainer head. Like, I like classic Reeboks, and I like Vans, and I like high top Converse. It's like high top Vans, high top Converse, and classic Reeboks, and like that's it.
I'm not a massive trainer guy.
Yeah, you wear clogs. You're actually Dutch.
You've
You've moved on from being from Paris, and you now from fucking Amsterdam.
From Amsterdam.
Were you supposed to be from Amsterdam or Sean Connery?
Amsterdam. Anyway.
That's a fucking New York accent, bro.
It's not. You ever been
You
to
wiki?
You ever been to Amsterdam?
I have, but I didn't speak to many people that were from there
They spoke like that.
because
the ones
I
that
was
did.
fucking high as shit. And I don't remember speaking to them.
Anyway. I'm not big into trainers, but I am.
Yeah, you like them from afar.
Yeah.
And you will like pictures of them on Instagram.
I love Jordans. This is the first pair of Jordans I've ever bought my entire life.
You look so good in them.
Thank you. They make me feel self-conscious.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I've never worn anything like this before. I am also a Vans, Converse.
And you're not a massive high tops guy either. Like,
No, I
have
had...
I ever seen you? You used to have a black pair of Vans high tops,
Yeah,
right?
I had a pair of
The old
those.
school ones.
I got a black pair of Cons and a white pair.
Oh, the fucking parchment white ones.
Parchment,
Oh,
yeah.
they're fucking beautiful,
Yeah,
man.
so I got them, and then I was just like, I do really like Jordans.
Mhm.
I like Jordan 1s, I like Jordan 4s.
Mhm.
They're the ones for me. And I was like, do you know what? Fuck it. Like, I entered one of these like sneaker raffles.
Yeah.
Got lucky. Got lucky, and yeah, went in and spent £140 on a pair of shoes that I barely wear because they make me feel like a bitch. Like, that's cool. Is that what being a sneakerhead is? I'm self-conscious all the time. I don't want to wear them.
It's like, but I feel like wearing Jordans is one of those things where it's like
It's a statement.
You don't buy a Thrasher hoodie unless you can ride a skateboard.
Yeah, I can't play
I feel
basketball.
like,
That's why
exactly. That's the thing. But it's like I feel like it's more of a status thing, or less of a status thing. Whereas like I own Jordans, I can obviously shoot hoops.
Yeah.
So, but then you see motherfuckers wearing like a Thrasher t-shirt, and you just like ride a skateboard though, and then you
Yeah,
can't. But
no.
it's like I don't like that.
No, I'm not
I
into
really
the whole
don't like that thing. Like
gatekeepery,
it's like
elitist bullshit.
that's exactly, you took the words right out of my mouth as a gatekeeper,
Yeah.
because it's the same shit that you see with like music, certain streetwear brands like Thrasher, Jordans, like where you have like that certain group of people that are the fucking loudest and make you feel bad for also liking it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm allowed to like a Thrasher hoodie even though I'm not one that skates a lot. Like, I will skate every so often.
That's the thing.
I can touch a bit of wood with wheels on it and ride it.
Whereas I like a lot of like skatewear and stuff, you know, because I like the culture surrounded like skateboarding. Like growing up, I did watch a lot of skateboarding videos.
Everybody grew up on like the fucking girl skate videos.
Yeah,
and shit.
I played the Tony Hawk's games. I learned about music because of the Tony Hawk's game.
Like we all know who Melancholy are
Because of that song.
because of Tony Hawk's.
Absolutely. Like it's... But I wouldn't feel comfortable enough wearing a thrash or anything.
Yeah.
Like even
There's,
some things
that
like
stigma
I go
around
on to like... I go on to like one of the like local skate shop like websites. And I'm like, it's a really fucking nice hat. And I'm like, it's an actual skate brand though. Like if somebody was to like ask me to do a kickflip, I'd be like, nah.
That's the thing. Like, the gatekeepery thing of it. I have been on a skateboard since I was like 14, 15 years old, and I have landed like one kickflip in my entire fucking life. Like just because, like you're saying, you're kind of immersed in the culture. Maybe not the culture, but you fucking you fuck with skateboarding. It's like Sam.
Well, you do.
Like Sam is huge into his fucking skateboarding, but he's not much of a skateboarder. But he will be like, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna buy a fucking Thrasher t-shirt because I fucking love it.
Absolutely, yeah.
You know what I mean, and it's like the gatekeeper thing, like it falls into music as well. Like,
it falls big time into music.
I am always one for being like, check this fucking band out because I think you will love it. Like, how many fucking playlists, how many albums, how many singles have I sent you being like, yo, this is the shit?
How many have I listened to?
None. It's frustrating.
It is.
I know
but
how, like, if you get into something, how deep you can get.
I do.
Into
I throw myself in, which is probably why I haven't done it. I've got commitment issues, man. But my issue is that I don't want to be committed. I know I don't want to not be committed. I want to be committed. I want to give it my all.
But then you feel down
if I don't like it.
If you don't fuck with it, yeah.
Yeah, it's why I don't watch TV shows. Movies, because if I put it on and I don't enjoy it instantly, I'll be like,
what is the one TV show that's gripped you? What is the one TV show that first thing that comes to your head, you're like, that fucking TV show?
Ozark. I loved Ozark.
Right. So, have you looked at other things that are similar?
Try to watch Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad is very slow to begin with.
I watched 2 seasons.
Still.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed what I watched. I just never took it back up.
Maybe not going into Breaking Bad, but have you looked at like, there's one with this is terrible for a fucking podcast. I'm not gonna remember what this fucking thing is called. I'll find them and I'll send them to you, right?
Cool, man.
There are some fucking great shows that are similar to Ozark.
Started watching Suits.
Yeah, that's a weird one.
I'm fucking obsessed with it, man. It's so sick. It's amazing.
It's also super finished. Is it not quite old by this point?
Yeah, that's fine. I don't care. I think there's like 9 seasons or something.
Right.
We're on season 4. We started watching it 2 weeks ago. I fucking blasted it. I just keep watching it. It's so good.
I can't remember the last like TV show I sat and watched. The last one that I watched was probably Dark on Netflix.
I've heard good things about that.
Wow, man. I think that's why I've not watched anything since.
Is Dark the one that's kind of Stranger Thingsy?
I don't like that people do that.
But I've heard people say it's like Stranger Things and Breaking Bad-ish.
Oh no, it's not anyway. Like
well, I heard that it was like kind of crime-ish, like that.
No, not really. It's more like
people talk shit.
It's more like I can understand where they're coming from, the Stranger Things thing, because it's like the sci-fi world and it's like kind of
that's all it is.
It's like teenagey kids and stuff like, but it is more about like it's a time travel thing. They're all stuck in like a time loop, basically. And they're all living their lives inside of this time loop. Doesn't matter what they do, they will always go back to the same time loop. And it's like every 33 years or something, the time loop like starts over again. It's fucking awesome.
That sounds kind of cool. How many seasons are there?
There's only 3. There's 3 seasons.
Is it ongoing? Is it in German?
Yeah. But you can like either I watched it with subtitles. but you can't watch it dubbed. But it was really weird because I tried watching the first episode in dubbed, and like in the first episode they're in like a wooded area, so they're talking as if they're in the woods, but they're just like in a studio somewhere, and you can tell they're just in a studio somewhere.
Me and Shanna watched some film called The Platform.
Right.
I think it's on Netflix and it's in Spanish. But we watched it in English not knowing that it was in Spanish. But we had the subtitles on at the same time because that's just how...
It's so confusing. So it was in Spanish, but you were what you heard was in English and what you read was in English.
No, what we read was in Dutch.
But the people
so untouched.
But the people behind the camera,
their mouth was going 100 miles an hour because he was speaking Spanish, and then it was just like, I can't believe that you did that. But they were like, it's whatever it is in Spanish, I don't know. ¿Dónde está? ¿Dónde está la biblioteca? Anyway, so it was like, we didn't know that it was in Spanish until afterwards. We like read some things about it because I was like, I need to know what this film meant. It was bullshit.
Yeah, you obviously didn't understand it because it was in fucking Spanish.
Fully understood the film. I understood everything about it. I was just like, why?
That's all films.
It was basically just communism is good.
Okay.
It was a commie film.
But if you're picking apart films with the question why, that's literally every film.
Yeah, but I have to.
Why did you make that film? Because dope. Because had fun doing it.
Sometimes I'm not though.
Oh, I mean, I watched the
Like,
room. I watched
this
the room
film
the other
on-
day, and I was just like, I don't understand why people love it so much.
Oh, hi, Mark.
I fucking hated every minute of
I
it.
did not hate her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark.
I fucking hated it. I hated it. I was just like, why the fuck? I got about half an hour into it, and I was like, I can't do this. I need to turn it off.
It's funny though.
It's awful.
It's funny how bad it is. Like, that's the whole thing.
But I was like, it wasn't. I can understand those because you can watch films like fucking Borat and Bruno and shit, and you can be like, oh, it's funny because it's like stupid. But like, I was
tearing me apart, Lisa.
I was uncomfortable watching
Yes,
it.
he's a very bad actor.
I found.
Wiseau.
Have you seen the video of him? Why is my phone just not playing ball? Have you seen the video of him doing his tester reel as the Joker?
No. Can we make sure that this goes on? Will you be able to do that?
I will do it, and if I get fucking
What's
shut
that?
down for it, zoom in. Right, I'll play it into the microphone, and then also play the video, and then hopefully you can see it.
Hi, this is Tommy Wiseau, creator of The Room. Let me introduce you to the new Joker. Ah! Ah!
Yeah, we're on.
Tommy Joker tape 2 kilo.
What doesn't kill you make you stranger. Ah! Joker. It's simple. We killed the Batman. Why? So serious? Why so serious? Why so serious? Let's put a smile on this face. Why so serious?
Oh my god.
Like, you know, he just did that, like, in his bedroom. Just, like, hired people into his fucking bedroom to snap the little snappy fucking thing and hold the camera and film him screaming why so serious at the camera.
There's like a like a theory that he's like a actual billionaire. Because like the room and all that kind of stuff he paid for all by himself. Like there was like unlimited supply of money. He was like, it doesn't matter, let's just fucking get this done. So
Wow.
like paid all the staff and all that kind of stuff. And like is still alive and kicking and doing nutso shit like that. Like it was like there's like rumors that he's like some millionaire because his finances have never actually been disclosed. It's wild.
I think it's like a pure...
I think he's like a Danish prince or something.
Is that where he's from? Like, is he
I don't fucking know.
like super fucking
He might
European?
as well be from like Genovia, you know?
Genovia.
Fucking Princess Diaries. Just him and Anne Hathaway.
But could you imagine The Dark Knight? Could you
Can I imagine that?
could you imagine The Dark Knight? The formidable being that is Christian Bale, the American Psycho, the machinist, up against not Heath Ledger's Academy Award winning Joker, but Tommy Wiseau's Joker. Why so serious? I wouldn't watch that film.
I would.
I
Let's see if
wouldn't
there's
watch.
any sort of oh, there
Are
it
you
is.
doing like a fucking background check on
Yeah.
Tommy now?
European born. Hello. Where are you from? Oh, Poland.
I thought it was literally just going to say that he was European born. Everything was just going to be a proper fucking mystery.
I wish.
That'd be so good.
Personal life. Hello. Wiseau's remains. What? Wait, hold.
What?
I read that wrong. Wiseau remains.
You actually just killed Tommy Wiseau.
Just my words.
Big fucking breaking news. Tommy Wiseau's dead.
He remains private about the details of his personal and family life. Oh. He told Entertainment Weekly in 2017, I think private life should be private life. Professional life should be professional life. And that's where I stand. And I have right to do that.
I have right to do that. The most European sentences ever been said. I have right to do that.
In December 2017, he also did an interview with Howard Stern where he claimed to speak fluent French and said he is Catholic.
Is that, this is why Wikipedia is dope for a lot of things, but also total fucking bullshit for other. Why is that in there?
It's just a thing they did.
They were just like, we don't have anything to put into the section of personal life,
So kept his private life private because he believes your private life should be private and your professional life should be professional life.
That totally makes sense. I have right to do. That totally makes fucking sense. But the bit of that last bit with Howard Stern, who gives a fuck? Is this about to be a breakthrough? The faces.
He's in other films.
Yes.
Oh my god.
He's not just done the one film.
I thought he did. To be fair, he's not done fucking lots. He has done lots, but none of them have been good.
I mean, you could replace.
Oh my god, he's going to be in an untitled UFO film.
Obviously.
TBNA is the date.
Is that the name of the film? You could literally replace Mickey Rourke in any film with Tommy Wiseau.
You could.
And I wouldn't be able to
fully
tell the
could.
fucking difference. You could put him in The Wrestler. You could put him in Iron Man 2. You could put him in fucking Sin City. And I wouldn't be able to tell the fucking difference. They're the same person. They both look like a fucking melted whaley.
They do. They do. He was in La La Land?
What?
Oh, the TV show.
Makes sense.
He was in Tim and Eric.
Oh, the fucking TV show.
Awesome show, great job. Wow, he was in 2 music videos too. Wow.
Drowning Pool. And fucking Smash Mouth.
He was actually in the Armed, who are in what? Who are an American anonymous hardcore punk band. Sorry, hardcore punk collective. I hope they've broken up now.
See if you put collective in
Associated Acts.
For
Kurt
what?
Ballou.
So it's not that
Kurt.
anonymous. It can't be that anonymous if Kurt has been involved. It's like, Kurt, do you
doing?
have Tommy Wiseau's number?
Oh, they often. Hold on. Let me continue to read.
Yeah, do that.
These include, they often feature guests including instrumentalists on the releases. These include Chris Penny, Nick Not Even Gonna Try, Yakishin.
Not even going to try it. And then
Did it
tries
anyway from Baptists. The guy from Baptists.
What one? I don't know any of their names.
He.
This is the drummer. That's the only one I fuck with. He is arguably one of the best drummers of all time.
It doesn't say.
Even Dave fucking Grohl gave the drummer from Baptist.
Oh yeah, he's the drums.
Dave Grohl gave the drummer from Baptist a fucking shout out on his Twitter, being like, I
Aspire to have
I
the DGs
love
be as
your
good as
shit.
this.
Yeah, exactly. The DGs. I still haven't fucking listened to it.
Me neither. I feel like I should.
I don't like the Bee Gees. I don't like the fucking Bee Gees, man. I like disco.
Okay, let's just fucking instantly get into it then. Did you see the playlist this week that you updated?
Yeah.
Did you see one of my choices?
I saw all of them. Was one of them a Bee Gees song?
Night Fever.
But you put in like a good version of Night Fever.
I did put in a good
Like,
version.
it's not
but
the
it's still the
bullshitty, like,
version.
It's not the bullshit version of Bee Gees, like being total fucking. I don't know, man. I think they
Would
just
you have
freak me out.
respected the Bee Gees more if they just called themselves the Brothers Gibb? Because that's what it stands for.
Is that why they're called the Bee Gees?
Yeah.
That's a proper fucking revelation for me. Is that why they're called the Bee Gees?
Aye.
So the couple of episodes ago, I didn't understand why they were called the DGs because it was Dave Grohl.
The Dave
And
Grohls.
now I have just found out why they're called the Bee Gees.
Aye, the Brothers
And I'm
Gibb.
guessing that's why
They all have the
they
last.
called themselves. I don't know their fucking names. Don't sit there and be like, obviously because they've all got last names. I don't know
No.
any of their fucking first names.
Got Barry Gibb. You've got
Barry Gibb sounds like he should play for
Also, you
fucking
know which one-
Dundee United. Barry Gibb, centre back.
Barry Gibb, self-employed electrician. You got Robin Gibb. Can't remember the other one's name.
Ah, you're taking so long because you're Googling stuff.
I can't remember how many
I'm
of them.
going to say it's Donald.
It is not. It is not.
What is
His name is Maurice.
That is so fucking sick.
Curveball.
Maybe I fuck with the Bee Gees now.
How many of them are dead?
I think there's only one of them still alive.
I think Big Bazza's kicking about.
Baza. Is that the one that won't give up on his hair?
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
1946. Jesus Christ, boy, you're old. 74 years old.
Right.
Years active. Oh, he did die. 62. Robin. Big Rab. And then Maurice died fucking ages ago. I remember that. Sorry, that's my feet. Oh, he only died when he was 53. 2003 he died. Wait, what?
Oh my god, this is the worst fucking episode of
No,
the
it's
podcast
not.
of all time, man.
There's-
You've spent fucking 90% of this Googling shit and then taken so long to fucking see what it is that you're looking at.
I just read that they were Australian, and now yeah, origin Redcliffe, Australia. But then like you click on all of their names, and they are from the Isle of Man.
It's in like
The Isle of Man.
Is in like
Douglas.
kind of where we live. Just south.
South, aye.
Hey
Aye.
man.
Well,
Right, so I'm guessing you want to get into the playlist that has been picked this week.
always. Because
Right.
the playlist is my greatest work. Our greatest work.
You can say yours because I have definitely thrown some curveballs in there because I know your end goal with this playlist is to use it in the shop. And then last week I added fucking
David
Ariana Grande.
I'm trying to have a cool barbershop that I work in,
Like
and I
I
can't be
have
playing
fully
David
stolen your steez.
Guetta.
Right, listen, right.
That's not even David Guetta, is it?
Listen. The reason I've actually figured it out what it is.
That made you cry.
Why those songs have like pulled on my heartstrings, because I listened to what's that girl's name, Olivia Rodrigo. I listened to her driver's license song yesterday, and
Did she sing that song as well?
Yeah,
She
was
has
like-
just sang every song.
that was like her big one before she like brought out the album.
But then she had Deja Vu as well.
Yeah, but Deja Vu was on the album. I think she did
But
driver's
that was
license.
it was a single too.
Oh, okay.
And then good for
I'm not
you.
even going to sit here and like act like I fucking know anything. So I listened to the song, right? And I realized the three things that these songs have in common is they have it might be in like a bridge or it might be in the verse. They have a point where they increase on like semitones. So in driver's license it goes
Could be a semitone. Might not be a semitone.
I
We are
don't-
the worst
Sam-
musicians of all
Sam
time.
will correct me. I think it's a semitone. And then with Remember by Becky Hill has the exact same thing. Where it increases on like a semitone and then Into You by Ariana Grande, where the bridge happens, dun, 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 she does the same thing. And I think I just have this weird thing for like increased
That's just what makes you cry.
like it just finds something
Oh, God.
that's like tucked away in my brain and makes me cry. So I was like driving yesterday, driver's license came on the radio, immediately started fucking crying.
You said forever, now I drive alone up your street. I hate that lyric so much.
I don't care about the lyrics.
I hate that song.
I don't care about the lyrics.
It's the worst.
It makes me feel things by the melody alone. It's the same thing that I used to say to people when I was younger. Why do you listen to that stuff when you can't understand what they're saying because they're all shouting? Like, bro, that's not why I listen to the song.
I don't give a fuck about
I
that.
don't fucking get that. It's like, why do you listen to fucking Trivium? You don't know what they're saying. Like, bro, have you listened to the riff though? Like,
Exactly.
move
Just makes you
past,
fucking want to storm a stage. You
move
know?
past the vocals,
Yeah.
and enjoy the music as a whole.
Let's shoot up schools.
Wow. So Gary picked. He did pick a Bee Gees song, but not by the Bee Gees.
Who's
And
it by?
it-
Grand Magneto.
I enjoyed it. I did listen to it.
It's
and
good,
then
isn't it?
I listened to it and then skipped the one that you keep telling.
Why do you do this? Man, it's such a good song.
I don't care.
But you should care. Do you want me to be happy? Do you want me to be happy?
If it involves this song, no. Straight up.
Why?
I just don't care for it.
How do you know you've not listened to it? It's not even a Justin Bieber song.
It is.
No, it's not. It's
If
Kid.
JB is
it's
attached
Kid
to
Laroi.
it, no, if JB is attached to it, you know it's a Justin Bieber song because nobody gives a fuck who the Kid Laroi is.
They do though.
They do now.
No, they
'cause
did.
He's on a song with Justin Bieber.
He was on the old Tic Tac. He was big on Tic Tac. So people
What is
care.
it? What is it with just? I'm so mad today. What is it with just social media people? As soon as they get to a certain point of their social media career, they go, "I now need to be a musician."
No. He was a musician who was on TikTok. Because people can get like 1 million views just by being like dumb and corny.
Yeah, I suppose there was that. Is it Max? Is that his name?
Max.
Max something.
Just Max.
Max something. He was on like the charts, and he kind of started by like covering.
Ooh.
I can't remember his full name. He like covered bands as bands, so he would be like, "Oh, what would fucking Seven Nation Army sound like if it was done
Max
by?"
Frost. Is like,
That's
I'm
the
picking
one.
up real sketch fast.
That's the one.
My woman's been telling me lies.
Yeah.
About where she been? Oh, she been hanging.
He did
That
the
is a
same
banger.
He did the same thing, where he was like,
I love those videos.
they're so good. He did one where he was, "What if the Gorillas covered Eminem?"
Mm-hmm.
And it's fire.
It's so good.
Fucking
That guy is like a
fire.
straight up musical genius.
Genius. Fucking
Genius.
genius. He's just like, okay, right, I get it. I hear it.
I
Do
hear
you know what I
it.
mean? He just picks, he's like, he manages to listen to the music and pick every like piece of it out
Yeah.
and see it all separately.
I can't remember which one it was he did. It was like someone by the Strokes. And it was incredible. Like he got like the Julian Casablancas fucking like vocals down to a
Stoned
T.
tin
Yeah.
box sound.
Yeah, that's what he says. He says like stone tin box British guy. Well, nah, sure. Who's that meant to be? Because it's so good.
The other songs that Gary picked, I don't know them. I don't know any of them.
Advanced
I think I
Bass.
know the I think you've sent me Advanced Bass
Someone say it.
before.
I saw it on a skateboarding documentary.
Nice.
It was called Abandoned. I can't remember who it was. It looked like it was. Oh my god.
Abandon wasn't that a Vice thing?
Yeah, it was a Vice thing. Casey Neistat. I don't know.
Fucking is he
I
not
don't
like
know
a
if it-
football player?
No. I don't know if it was him that was doing this documentary, but it was a guy that kind of looked like him. But the episode, I only watched one of them, and it was like basically to do with skateboarding and like dirt track, like NASCAR stuff.
Nice.
Tied it back in. Yes.
It's called Full Circle.
It's called Full Circle.
Yeah.
I never like to leave a story unfinished. But it was basically like the old like dirt track like racing like derby cars and stuff. They would just go to a place that kind of looked almost done, and then just start driving around it. And there's a lot of skate parks started off that way. Like they just find the abandoned foundations,
old pools and shit.
yeah, of like building sites or pools or all that kind of stuff, and that's how they kind of related it. And right at the end of the episode, this song "Summon Satan" came on, and I was like, "This is incredible."
I think
it was
you've
just,
sent me it
it was
before.
nothing.
Yeah.
Like the album's called Nephew in the Wild, and it's so good. It's just it sounds like it's just like bedroom synth,
Yeah.
programmed drums, guy half-arse singing.
Yeah.
But like it's really really good the way he does it.
Yeah.
The Growlers, I have a horrible feeling they've just been cancelled, but I'm not entirely sure.
And you still put them in?
It's a banger.
You
Is
should
it?
Google it first, man. Did you know that the band fucking Culture Abuse?
Yeah.
You know they get cancelled? I
Aye.
didn't fucking know that.
The guy was using his disability to get girls.
I didn't know about the disability part, but you know how there's like, you can just kind of see people sometimes and you just go, Max Frost, I'm picking up real sketch vibes. I always got a real fucking sketch vibe from the singer from
Yeah.
Culture Abuse. I
Yeah,
don't
so
know what
apparently
it
that's
was.
what. So he's got cerebral palsy, I think that's what it is.
Right, okay.
And he would like use that to pick up girls or get girls to feel bad for him and sleep with him.
Ah, so gross. Sorry. Plain
It
simple.
is super gross.
The male species, we are the fucking worst.
And then
Things
I got Paradox by Sonny Rollins, which is on his album Work Time, I think.
It's just a jazzy one, right?
Yeah, it's just super fucking jazzy. It's all over the place. Sonny Rollins plays saxophone, and it rips. It fully fucking rips.
Sick.
I'll
go with that.
He's also got it's called like Sonny Rollins Volume 1 or something.
Naturally.
There's a song on it called Sonny Sphere, and
Ah.
it is beautiful.
Right, okay.
It's absolutely beautiful. It's like it's not anything like anything on Work Time. Work
Right.
Time's like super erratic.
Uh-huh.
It's
Wild.
a cool jazz album.
Mhm.
Like it's not that long. I think it's like half an hour,
Yeah.
which is all it had to be. Like, it could
Yes,
be
when you
everything.
get like certain jazz albums, you're just like, this is taking too long. Like any Kamasi Washington album, you're like, this is taking too long.
Get to the end because
Yes.
I can't do this
Please,
anymore.
I am so tense.
I wanted to have a real chill time. And then my shoulders are up here.
Like, I love Kamasi Washington. Like, he's an incredible fucking musician. Can't listen to a full album. Like, he has a
think you
song
don't
called
have to.
Desire, which is like
Just
beautiful.
sometimes you don't have to listen to a full album though with jazz. I think that's the thing. Like
Mm-hmm.
sometimes you do. You just have to sit down. You have to commit to it. You know.
Embrace.
Like Dexter Gordon, Go. I have to listen to that the whole way through because I'm just like, if I don't, I'm gonna feel unfulfilled for the rest of the day. I'm like kind of blue, Miles Davis. If
man.
I don't listen to that the entire way through, I'm gonna feel fucking weird at the end of the day. Like I just need to get it out of my system.
Yeah.
Then you get the proper like not so like erratic, like all over the place, no time signatures.
Yeah.
Because jazz is punk rock.
It is punk rock before punk rock existed.
Yeah, and I
Just
say this all
play
the time.
the right notes.
And people are like, what do you mean? And I'm like, well, disenfranchised people making money off the white man. They did so much drugs.
Mm-hmm.
There was no real rules to it. And they had their own little clubs. They went to their own little place. They had their own scene.
Mm-hmm.
It's punk rock as fuck, man. It really is.
And then what it also did was it changed the future of music.
It did.
Like, if jazz was like, when you look at the things like that, where you look at like jazz and you look at blues and you look at these types of genres that have been born from just like fucking heartbreak and oppression,
Yeah.
and then how much they have then changed the fucking landscape of not
you
even
look
just
at-
music, but how much it affected just like
Yeah.
everyday life.
Because you look at like all this like freeform stuff and like the stuff with like the no time signatures, proper improv jazz, and people just did what they wanted,
Mm-hmm.
and like it was a vibe.
Yeah.
Everyone just picked up on the vibe.
Yeah.
I think unfortunately jazz for our generation's been ruined because of Anchorman. because of the whole jazz flute thing. Like,
Yeah.
it comes across as corny as fuck.
You have
Or
jazz
like-
flute and you have Robbie Williams.
Yeah, man, that album was class.
It was good. Right. It was good.
But it was only good because all those songs existed.
Yes.
Yeah. But he sang them so well. Big fucking rap. Come on. Big bobber.
I'm not going to sit here and have you defend Robbie Williams for another fucking podcast. I'm trying to move in.
I rest my case. Big Bobbert Williams is class. And I will hear nothing against it.
I couldn't agree more though. It's something that I went through a bit of a phase of listening to it quite a lot when I was younger. Like, I
Well, you
listened
played
to,
the trumpet.
But yeah, I did.
And I played the saxophone. So,
I mean-
obviously, we're brassy boys. Mine's were woodwinds, but you were brassy. You know?
Saxophone is a woodwind instrument.
Yeah,
I
it's
always
got wee-
forget that. It's got wee reed in it as well.
It was the weirdest thing to put in your gub, man. Yeah.
Let's definitely move on. We're two white dudes sitting here talking about jazz. We need to move on.
It's the most jazz thing.
One of us needs a fedora.
A lady.
And then a little fucking neck beard as well. Right, so
You went a bit mad.
the songs that I picked.
I haven't, truthfully, looked at yours yet.
Oh, cool. Let's do it fresh.
And now I am so mad that I have noticed that you've put one on that I was going to put on next week.
Yes.
I'm actually fucking raging.
Yes. Fuck you. So the 5 that I have picked are all songs that have my favourite like feature verses in it.
Mm-hmm.
So you've got Walk On By Thundercat on the album Drunk, which is, I fucking love that album. It's one of those
That's a
albums
cool
that
album.
you can just throw on and it'll be confused for the rest of the day because you have no
Fully
idea
confused.
what has fucking happened. But Kendrick Lamar features on that, and it's just the way that Kendrick Lamar has managed to find a way to infiltrate the actual sonic music in the background with his lyrics and shit.
Yeah.
It blows my fucking mind. And then the next song I have is No More Parties in LA by Kanye West.
That was the one.
I will honestly say,
That's a party. That's a party right there.
I will honestly and unapologetically say, as soon as Kendrick Lamar's verse is finished, I skip the fucking song.
Really?
Because Kendrick Lamar, if you try, like, there is the verse that he lays down, because it's not even a verse. He fucking rhymes for like a minute and a half.
He does.
He
It's
takes
most
up
of the song.
most of the song. There's just no follow up after it.
There's not, but I feel like he set such a precedent on it that I'm just like, well, I'm vibing anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't turn it off. Like,
Yeah.
I love like
Scary.
the
Just
bass
right
line
away.
and shit. I'm just like, I'm so in. That was the last good Kanye album.
Yes. It was the only good one in my honest opinion. It's the only good one since Late Registration, and it's the only other.
What about
album I listened to.
Graduation?
Don't like Graduation.
Really?
Late Registration.
Everyone likes Graduation.
Don't like Graduation.
What?
Just don't fuck with it, man.
can't
Late
believe this.
Registration and Life of Pablo. That's it.
Ay, ay, ay.
That's all I'll listen to.
Late Registration is sick.
Amazing.
Graduation is amazing.
Maybe I need to go back to it.
My dark twisted fucking sexual fantasy or whatever it's fucking called.
Everybody
Dung. Actual dung.
Everybody loves it because it went into this like is it like Marxism they called it, instead of like minimalist it was like Marxism because it was like so full on. It was just like, you got Nicki Minaj on a song and that's the only good part.
Yeah.
Nicki Minaj destroyed that fucking
Have
song.
you heard the conspiracy theory that Nicki Minaj rapping is just Jay-Z sped up? Oh my god.
No.
Please, I need to find this. I don't even care if I get like...
I'll move on and do my last
No.
three songs. I'll do my last 3 songs and then we don't need to go back. So I've got Arm & Hammer.
I got it. Hold on.
Okay.
Like, honestly, when I first heard this...
Straight up not going to get this video on YouTube.
Yeah, we are. It's fine. Here it comes. Because it's slowed down.
It's not Jay-Z.
Yes, it is.
That's-
Also, look at that photo.
That's Czarface. Tell me that's not fucking Czarface.
I think it's Jay-Z. Like,
Wow.
how insane is that?
But we've all heard Jay-Z try to sing. He tried to do it, was it the Blueprint 3 when he tried to sing a couple of times and you're like, nah bro,
Please no.
don't do
I
that.
can't remember what it was I was watching and like Jay-Z popped up on it. I think it might have been like the evolution of hip hop or something. Like they just brought like a new season and it went into like that weird thing where like everyone in hip hop started wearing like real baggy suits. Like
Oh my god, the baggy suits.
everything was sparkly. Gotta stop it. Anyway, Arm and Hammer.
So moving past Kanye West, I have Arm & Hammer, which is Billy Woods and You Slid, if that's how you say his name. I fucking love Billy Woods because you don't know who he is. He blurs out his face and everything he does.
I do love
I
that.
fuck with that so much,
Yeah,
man. There's
I
just
get
like
into
there's
it.
no. It's like, you know, he's a guy.
It's all about the music, man.
That's it, exactly. But that has
Jay-Z just sped up.
no, Jay-Z slowed down. Have you heard Billy Woods?
It's Jay-Z at halftime. His
But
lyrics are so weird. Billy Woods.
Yeah.
Like SpongeBob.
Oh,
SpongeBob, the whole
Episode.
operation on the water. I'm like, what? What's the other song? Spiderweb? Spiderhole? Something
Spider.
like that?
Hey, no, he's got checkpoint.
I don't want to see Nas with an orchestra at Carnegie Hall.
I love that verse.
Me too. It's just like a
So
weird
much.
callback chorus. SpongeBob, the whole water, underwater. Like the way that he flows and he's like cadence and delivery is the exact same on both of those songs.
Yeah.
SpongeBob, the whole operation underwater. I don't want to see Nas at the Carnegie Hall with orchestra, whatever it is. Like I was just like,
Don't want to see Nas in orchestra at Carnegie Hall.
get new lines.
Nah. Let him do his thing because it's fucking sick.
Yeah, it's good.
So that song features Earl Sweatshirt.
I haven't listened to that album yet.
Oh,
I know it came out ages ago.
it's not even that it came out ages ago. It doesn't matter how long ago or how recently it came out. It has blown my fucking, like, you know how much I like The Alchemist. Like, I love The Alchemist beats.
Big Al.
I listen to his instrumentals and stuff, but I don't know what he did in this record. It's like if you took West Side Gun beats, but and then kind of turned them a bit more minor.
Made them spookier.
Yes, that is this album. It's so good. I go
Okay.
back to it like every other week. I listen to it today. I listen to that and fucking Paraffin. Is that the name of the album?
The one with
With God on the fucking front with black garlic.
black garlic. Yeah, Paraffin. Black garlic is on this playlist.
I
somewhere.
cannot go. I just can't deal with the fact that the two of them together. Like, I don't really listen to Euclid or Euclid, however you say his name, like on his own. But see him and Billy Woods together, I fuck with it so much. And then he also does stuff with Milo or Rat Ferreira, and I fuck with it so much.
I like that they are like the same thing, like all in there, you know.
Yeah, it's
But
a proper wee collective.
Black garlic, bassline. Boom, bam, boom, bam.
It's the drum, like, because the drums are so distorted in the
Yeah.
background as well.
It's
And
good.
it's just like that kind of like, it's almost like a creepy piano that's just been like rearing the
Yeah.
shit off in the background. That's
No,
awesome.
it's cool.
Next one is Ezra Collective. I don't know anything about Ezra Collective, but it features Loyal Carner,
Who's sick?
who is awesome. We all fucking love Loyal
Loyal
Carner.
Carner is like one of the only like British rappers that I really fuck with.
Yeah.
'Cause
Who's the artist that did Konichiwa? The album Konichiwa.
Pass.
That's gonna bug me because that album is really good, and they're like a kind of London-based.
I have no idea, but I like Loyal Carner a lot because I don't think he tries to fit in with like the whole
Skepta, sorry.
like grime thing.
Yeah.
You know, because I just don't get grime. There's a lot of it being played on the radio just now. There's one song, I think it's by Dave, and he says "one" in it so many times, and it genuinely bums me out. Like I've went on and I've like read through the lyrics, and he says it something like maybe like 50 times. I'm like, Connie, no, do that. I just pure can't. I can't take it. I get it and I don't get it, you know, because a lot of it's just like grime and like the commercial grime that you hear is because it's pushable.
Yeah.
It's marketable.
Yeah.
Whereas when you listen to like actual grime where they're talking about their story and all that kind of stuff, it's heartbreaking at times, you know, but I can't listen to it because now when I hear it, all I hear is like fucking commercial Radio 1 bullshit, you know. I can't do it. Whereas Loyal Karna has actual beats, actual flow.
Yeah.
It's cool as fuck.
Like, Low Corner is
his like
fucking lo-fi.
taking little bits from other rappers from all over the world. I mean, what's that song that's on that album? Drowning Not Waving or whatever it's called. And it's got like callbacks from like Raekwon, like Ice Cream, like French Vanilla, Butter Pecan, like I love that he does stuff like that. And obviously he's done a song with Madlib.
Oh, yesterday,
which is amazing. Yeah, and at the end it's like it's LC and Madlib, it's Mad Loyal, and I'm like that's the coolest fucking thing.
Please
you
do
know?
a whole fucking album.
Give me more trumpets, you know. Like I love his voice.
Yeah.
And even like the thing that he did for the Colour show, he's brilliant.
Yeah.
He just seems like a fucking nice guy.
He does seem very sound.
I bet he had a past though. I bet he was a cunt. He's done some things, you know. Like you can tell, like because of how when he talks about like his past and he talks about the things that he's doing just now, like I'm making payments on a mortgage I can't afford and all that kind of things, you know, like you can tell that he's made some real rash decisions in the past and now he's kind of making up for it, you know. Yeah. And I think that's cool.
Yeah, it's like shows you who you are.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the last one is AJ Suede. There's a song called Suede Yacht.
I have never heard of this before.
AJ Suede, the album he did last, he has a lot of shit that comes out. He's one of those guys who's just constantly like, spitting out content, and it's almost like too much for me to take in. But that one that he did, you know what I mean, it's just what it's called. That whole album blew my fucking mind last year. The beats on it are fucking amazing. His flow is insane. He's got
so much stuff that's come out, and like
because he does it all himself. Like he produces it all himself and stuff.
2 albums this year,
constantly.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 albums last year. Dude, slow down. Darth Swader is hilarious. Oh my god. So I wish it just showed you like how many like total songs they had on.
He's got lots.
Yeah.
So he did this song with Rat Ferreira, who I just mentioned, who's one of my fucking favourite artists. Like he's incredible.
Great. I have only listened to like that one album that you sent me,
Purple Moonlight Pages.
Yeah, the one with like No Starving Artists. I love that tune. It comes on in the shop all the time, and I was like,
the whole album,
bumping, you know,
it's like fucking perfect from start to finish. But he does this song, and AJ Suede's verses are all fucking sick. But it's just the way that Rat Ferreira comes into the song, like just the way he kind of like inserts himself into it. And I'm just like, it's one of those ones that's like, okay, he's fucking here, and he's about to just like slap it down. I love these kind of like I love finding these songs that's like with an artist and it's an artist one, but you will go back to it because of the person that's featured on it. Like I don't go back to Life of Pablo to listen to Kanye West. I'll go back to find that song to listen to Kendrick Lamar and destroy the entire beat.
But a lot of people like when they have features like that, it is their time to shine, you know. Like again, the new Kanye album, it's gonna have so many people on it, like Donda, like
it's got fucking so many. I think they've already kind of said who's actually on it.
Yeah, it has. It's got like
you've got like Cuddy on it.
Yeah, Cuddy's on it, Conway the Machine, like Lil Yachty, who I'm not arsed about, like, but like it would be good for like all these like smaller names, you know, like Conway the Machine will be cool though. I'm looking forward to that.
Tyler the Creator did the same kind of thing with his last album because he had Teasel Touchdown on it. He had the NBA Youngboy that's on it.
Pass.
And then he's
no
got
idea.
Fucking what's his name? It's like Never Broke Again. He has like the greatest fucking name.
You're like so much more into that though than I am. Like,
let me find it.
I just don't have the. I don't have the patience to look.
Young Boy Never Broke Again.
Fantastic.
I love it so much. He's got Tizo touchdown, and then he's got what's the other guy that's like not huge but like kind of coming up. Was it 42 Doug?
42 Doug.
And then it's the first time that we're just moving straight on to Tyler the Creator. The thing that I really loved about the album is the first time that Tyler the Creator and Domo Genesis have been on a song together since Odd Future. It's
That's
the first time they've done something together since the last Odd Future tape.
That's really cool.
And I was just like, this is fucking beautiful.
I found something out the other day about that album as well, that on every different streaming platform, it's got a different colour.
What,
so like, you know,
Call Me If You Get Lost?
yeah, so you know like the license plate thing?
Uh-huh.
So obviously like on Spotify it's green,
Yeah.
because Spotify is green. But on like Apple Music it's red, on Tidal it's blue, and then whatever the other one, whatever that is. Who listens to music on anything else? You know? Like it's like a different colour. It's
That's
cool as fuck. Like,
fucking mental.
yeah, I love that so much that
He
he's
just fucking marches to the beat of his own drum. He doesn't fucking care about what the other people are doing and what they're saying. He's just gonna
And
do it.
I was talking about it today actually in work. Like, I think it's why I have started respecting him, because I never really got into Tyler the Creator until like Igor, really.
Yeah.
And then I went back the way.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, the first time I properly listened to a Tyler the Creator song was because of Death Cab for Cutie, which is not the link you thought I was going to make.
No.
So for their last album,
But somehow everything relates back to Ben Gibbard.
of course, because Ben Gibbard. Yeah, bless. Like, so with their last album, Thank You for Today, they did like it was like a playlist thing. So like they would make you a playlist depending on your mood. And it
Okay.
was like, are you feeling happy or sad, or happy or indifferent, or happy or whatever?
Uh-huh.
Are you moving, or are you laid down? Are you sitting? Are you stationary? Like, are you happy? Are you thankful for today?
Right.
Thankful for tomorrow?
Mm-hmm.
And like it made you a playlist like dependent on that. I actually think I still have it saved.
That's wild.
It was such a great idea, and it was
Yeah.
obviously like pre-made playlists that they. So it was like,
Curated.
what is the weather? Who are you with? Are you moving? So it was like overcast, alone, stationary, and it put Enjoy Right Now Today from Flower Boy on it.
Right, okay.
And like it's a great playlist. It does have some Death Cab for Cutie on it, obviously. But it has like Nils Fram, it has The Police, it has Ted Leo, it has The Cure, it has Damien Jurado, it like has so much cool stuff on it. Frank Ocean, REM, sketchy, Gangstar, you know, like it's a fucking banging playlist. Odessa, it's like that's a really fucking cool thing that they did.
Yeah.
And then I did like the other one, and it was obviously like still some of the same songs. I like Talking Heads, Phoebe Bridgers, and then it still had like George Harrison stars, Hiroshi Yoshimura,
Uh-huh.
Daniel Johnson, again Tyler the Creator, Enjoy Right Now Today.
Yeah.
Like it's such a cool idea
Yeah.
to have like these pre-made playlists. Like if it was nice outside, I wish I could went back and made a playlist for it being sunny,
Yeah.
because I bet it would be good.
Yeah.
And they're such cool like musicians because they have such a broad spectrum of things. Like
Mhm.
Ben Gibbard did an entire cover of Bandwagon-esque by Teenage Fan Club, like the
Mhm.
full album.
Amazing.
And then you've got like Dave Depper, who is the other guitar player now. He has like a full like disco funk album, just because, you know, like the piano key player, like he's been on loads of things. He's done loads of things with like Leonard Cohen.
Uh-huh.
He's done things with Damien Rice. He's
Wow.
fucking been everywhere. So like the broad spread of music,
Yeah.
and they're all like pushing 50,
Yeah, they're all
so they've been around,
up there.
you know.
Yeah.
But it's cool. I like it. But
fact
that's the reason that I got into Tyler the
The
Creator.
fact that you get into Tyler the Creator through Death Cab for Cutie has
And obviously, like Enjoy Right Now Today is like an instrumental track, like bum, 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 bum.
Yeah.
And I love that. I think like the bass line carries it the entire way.
Mhm.
And I love bass heavy songs because bass is sick. It rumbles me. But no, Tyler the Creator, Death Cab for Cutie, that would be a collab I'd be into,
I mean, I wouldn't even put it past
because
either of them to do it.
Death Cab for Cutie were on the Last Chance the Rapper album.
don't like Chance the Rapper.
He's too corny, but I can kind of deal with it.
Dud.
Listen to that one song. It's actually quite good.
No.
Anyway, I want to go home.
Holy shit. Just looking at the time.
Right.
We've talked so much about music and we've talked about other things. We've drank far too many beers. Podcast is done, I guess.
It's done. It's time to go home. Bye. Love you.
Love you too, man.